Hi everyone, welcome back to the Controversial Podcast. In today's episode, we'll be talking about the suspended minister of the South African Police Service, Senzo Mchunu. I don't know whether we should call him a serial liar or we should just say allegedly because we're just avoiding the lawsuit, okay? We'll just say allegedly. I mean, this guy, by profession, he was a teacher. I'm now starting to doubt the teachers. Hey, but I'm gonna be biased because I did science and maths. I think teachers who are teaching maths and science are the best. But I think Nkun was teaching history. Maybe, I don't know. He just went there at the ad hoc committee to explain things that don't make sense. This man is truly avoiding to answer serious questions. And the funny part, he thinks he's clever. In his mind, he said, you know what, I'm just going to polish my English and explain the iconogram of the SAPS, if I can just brainwashed them with the organizational structure, maybe they'll believe why I disbanded the PKTT. That's it. And I feel like he doesn't respect us. He doesn't really. For the fact that he said he disbanded the political task team because they were wasting taxpayers' money. Within 5 years, I think they stated that the PKTT has used more than 400 million rand in 5 years. But we've got cadres who are losing in the name of tenders and are chowing billions within months. Look at the Tembisa Hospital saga. They have chowed billions there. I know they are saying they looted more than 2 billion rand. I believe it's more. Maybe they have looted 10 billion rand. I don't know. I'm not stating that as a fact. It's just a speculation. Mchunu further stated that the PKTC was illegal.
Liar! Liars!
We are new as a minister and the SAPS. It's only been like 5 months and you are telling us that the PKTT was operating illegally in 2022. Where were you at that time, Kono? Where were you in 2022? You are not in the SAPS. You are even disrespecting the current National Commissioner, Fani Masemula. You're speaking about the work study that was done during Kehla Sitsole's tenure. Like, you don't respect that man. Even if I was Fani Masemula, I was gonna do the same thing. Why are you checking the work study that was done in 2022? Because you have seen what the PKTT has done. Why are you not happy? Because now we know criminal cartels. Now the SIU is able to do their work because they were not working. Clearly, SIU is infiltrated by criminals because why did they wait for General Khumalo to submit his evidence at the Matlanga Commission before they can even tell us about the looting that happened in Tembisa Hospital? Why did they wait? They exposed President Cyril Ramaphosa's nephew, Angwani Morgan Maumela, who looted almost 1 billion. I'm sure it's more than 1 billion. So those expensive cars, I'm talking about luxury cars. You saw his house. Even President Cyril Ramaphosa acted surprised when the SIU came out with that report. But the social media detectives were not sleeping and they found a video of President Cyril Ramaphosa in Maumela's house because he denied and said, I don't know Maumela. Like, what do you mean? There was actually a video where President Cyril Ramaphosa's son, I think it's Andile Ramaphosa, was getting married and Morgan was apparently there. I still have to check that video. Just be honest with us, you disbanded this team because it was working very hard. They were trying to root out corruption, arresting those police officers who are working with criminal cartels. Now we actually know. Even though they don't want to tell us, we now know who deleted the whistleblower of Tembisa Hospital. I'm talking about the Chief Financial Officer of the Department of Health, Babita Decoran. May her soul rest in peace, but her soul is actually fighting. Chances are very high that Morgan, Vusi Musiket Matlala, and Katiso Molefe are involved. I'm just speculating. Who would want Babita Decoran gone? The people who looted there, I'm suspecting that even our president is part of the cartel. Our president is probably one of the big 5 that was mentioned at Matlanga Commission. Maybe that's why General Khumalo was sick. He never continued with his testimony in the Matlanga Commission. But we're not going to talk about General Khumalo. We are focusing on Mchunu here. Mchunu really thinks that South Africans are stupid. He spoke about Cape Flats. Like, really, Mchunu, who's in charge in the Western Cape? It's the DA, it's the Democratic Alliance. I don't even know the provincial commissioner of the Western Cape. Why can't that provincial commissioner work with the national commissioner? Why can't they just have a meeting and discuss the issues of the Western Cape so that they can actually get help from the SAPS? Because SAPS is the national department. Like really, like seriously, it's you and CB are busy saying no, we should also take care of Cape Flats. Stop lying, you're not doing anything about Cape Flats. In fact, maybe you like what is happening in Cape Flats, including DA, because they are dealing with drugs. You know, they are trying by all means to kill the colored community and black community in the Western Cape. People are dying in Cape Flats because of drugs. It's drugs and guns. That is the problem in Western Cape. Even Johan Rupert called out DA for not doing anything about the drugs and guns. And actually, we have had that the Namibia is the one that is supplying Cape Town with guns. Most of the guns that police found there are linked to Namibia. These are the guns that are transported by Namibians. The DA is not willing to do anything because even their members are shielding the drug cartels. General Ramkwanasi spoke about Kola Barnett, the member of the ad hoc committee. She apparently exposed classified information, very sensitive information. I think that police officer was dealing with drug cartels, something like that. What did Miss Kola Barnett do? She exposed the identity of that policeman and where he or she stays. I don't know whether it's a he or she. She exposed that information in the media. What was the purpose of doing that? Why would she do that? Why would she do that? Because she wants those cartels to go and take care of that police officer. I'm talking about deleting. So you can see that the DA and ANC are the same thing. I know people are always attacking me. I made a video about Helen Zell since she wants to be a mayor of Johannesburg. That is just a disaster waiting to happen. I don't think Helen Zell is the best candidate for Johannesburg. You know, there's a lot of illegal foreigners there. She's happy to have illegal foreigners in this country. You know, she really likes the illegal activities, that one. But I'm not there. We're still talking about Mr. Mkhunu. Mkhunu should be thankful that PKTT has done tremendous work. I mean, the killings have gone down, especially those people who are deleting the politicians. Why would you disband that team? Why? That team has helped Gauteng, has helped Eastern Cape. Mkhunu, we're not kids, okay? That PKTT was a mandate that came from the presidency. You are a minister, know your place, unless if you were sent by Ramaphosa to disband that team because it was working too hard. I don't know. Maybe there is a possibility. I've never seen that senior counsel so angry. I'm talking about Mr. Arendse. He was so angry when he asked Mkhunu, why didn't you speak to President Ramaphosa, Fani Masemula, General Ndlela Mkhwanazi, and all those people? Why couldn't you speak to them? Mkhunu was very angry and explained and said, don't make me feel guilty about this. Obviously, you are guilty. I've never seen that SC so angry. Mkhunu is supposed to be in jail. I don't know what are we really discussing. This guy belongs to jail. What do you think about that? The only reason that I know is that he was just trying to protect his cartels, nothing else. I don't think Mkhunu is ready to be a police minister. Like, seriously, he even lied about the Xwexwe case. You remember that Xwexwe case that happened in Eastern Cape? He lied about it, he lied in the media, and the AfriForum made him to apologize to that principal. That shows that man is not really clever, man. You need to investigate. Whatever that you are told by your team, you need to investigate it. So you ate humble pie because you didn't do any investigation. You just came to the media and lied about that principal. Whether you lied or you didn't lie, but that was so low. So we don't even know what is happening with the Xwexwe case. Last time I heard about this case, we were told that the case was closed because there's no evidence. So that's Mkhunu right there. He even told the parliament that he knows Brown Mokgotsi since 2017. Can you imagine? He knows Brown Mokgotsi. Firstly, he said, no, I don't know Brown Mokgotsi. He's not my associate. Oh, now Brown Mokgotsi is a comrade. I know him as a comrade. All of a sudden, I know him since 2017. No, Mkhunu, we are not kids. You definitely know Brown Mokgotsi. Brown Mokgotsi even said he's going to come to the ad hoc committee and men will cry. He said so. He said there are so many people that were paid by that criminal, Vusimuzi Cap Matlala. So he said he's got a lot of information. May God protect Brown Mokgotsi. I want him to speak because that guy is very ready. I'm telling you, Brown Mokgotsi is very ready to expose the African National Congress. We can just say that ANC is rotten to the core. You know, the funny thing is that when he said, play a recording where Mkhwanazi was threatening me, and that was really funny, guys, because it backfired. He unlawfully recorded General Mkhwanazi. He recorded General Mkhwanazi without his consent. Honestly, I'm just going to play that recording here, and Mkhwanazi didn't say anything there that could be seen as a threat. He simply asked, if he wants to close the PKTT, what are we going to do with these dockets? Because these dockets need to be investigated, you know? So I really don't understand what he's saying. It's funny to me because even the Major General Van Rooyen said Mkhunu was very wrong for disbanding that team. That team was working very hard. So he's worried about the organogram where the PKTT fits in the organogram. Yet the mandate came from the presidency. Like, what is wrong with Mkhunu, guys? This guy is just lying. I wonder if today he's going to expose General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. But for me, I feel like this guy is just wasting our time. He should be behind bars at the moment, going to courts, explaining this nonsense that he's explaining because he's just wasting our time. We really need to watch Matlanga Commission. Mkhunu is supposed to be behind bars, I'm telling you. It's really sad to see what is going on in the SAPS. I'm talking about senior police officers and also the minister. It's really sad. It's such a shame. And it's disgusting. I heard Mkhwanazi saying that the people who have done wrong things and the intelligence should be removed from the department and be taken somewhere else. You know? Why can't they be arrested? Why can't they just send them straight to jail? Because, you know, they're dealing with sensitive matters here. Why can't they just go to jail? Mkhwanazi even exposed that Khan and Julius Malema have a close relationship. But we've been knowing because he spoke about that thing, that event of the EFF, that fundraising event of the EFF where Khan had a table there. I mean, you can see that they are very close. Mkhwanazi is definitely not lying. No wonder Julius was absent when they had to interrogate Sibiya. General Sibiya has a close relationship with Khan. So just connect the dots. That's all I'm saying. I'm just going to put this clip.
What is going on now? More than anything, we passed a business investigation, and yet we haven't received a presentation and the investigation officially. When I'm at his documents now, when I everything, I was saying to myself, if I have a lot of FA around people, I saw any problem for now. There, I gave this country team what I went with my document. Because we are now talking about operational things. And whether you can't say this doesn't work, this works. How would you get into the conclusion? My appointment, if the intelligence that you have that says unali manipulation, these things, then you can justify and say, okay, before you continue, I'll name brief food once there years ago. But the stop operation on its track, investigation on its track, we stop it. It's going to have some implications. So that was my concern. We check in Mdala and Pulmina. And for me tomorrow, would be at the legal trailer. Isn't being some officials because isn't some officials is a problem. Some officials of the some decision about the decision about officials say decision about some we touchy apply this mind on it.
Anje nalento ke sivela kanjena kwamina ngingakamtsheli yabona nje hey isiyahlupha ngoba
Yilapho sifuna umtshela khona ubona ukuthi the reason why ufuna ukumbona into enjenganalezi.
Ngoba manje uyabona kwayena izogcina ifikile kushuthi lento ngoba sazi phela iseculator kanjani lento manje.
Izofika.
And inegama lami phezulu manje sethi hawa usangitshela into esensitive kangaka.
Ilapho sifuna ukumtshela khona ukuthi ngithe mangabe ngifuna ukubona ngale ndaba le. Wathi wena sihlangane eCape Town. Umtshela futhi bona ndebona ukubona wathi sihlangane eCape Town. I was willing to drive in the weather because there are certain things that came to my attention. But when what was in the Cape Town, so within the Cape Town.
Hey. Sengombona kusasa ngimtshele sengomkhombisa nayo lento esibhalwe kanje la. Ngaphela
esizana esayidini manje izinto.
Na isikhuluma yonke into lena as much as nawe kade uwonisha ama fight back nani kodwa le ngathi kuya exaggerate.
That's what is going to be stand up.
Ngoba yabona nje angikhumbuli uthi u small boy. And manje into exakayo the real facts angwaboni lana yabona nje mekuthiwa mhlambe bekulalela ifoni amafoni ethu kufanele ngabe ubhalile la ukuthi akayiyeke lento mengabe clean noma ukuthi akakaza athathe lutho kumuntu into ezikanjalo kufanele ngabe sibhaliwe la
Exactly.
mekuwukuthi lo muntu ebelalela amafoni
Conversation.
Ngoba yabona lokho bengeka kushiya. Ngoba phela ku inline ngalezi zinto ayishoyo.
Ayishoyo.
Yeah, ngoba lokwe warrant awukazi ukusho.
Imagine.
Ngazi ukusho uyichazile impela nje ukuthi fight back nje and I'm sure now umuonisha phela ngoba uyamazi awuqala ukumazi manje.
Yeah.
Ukuthi kuzoba ne fight back la mawuzazi uclean amaphoyisa azokujijibeza.
Yeah, because that's what they're going to do. Abantu mase befuna ukusurvive nabazothi angeke can't go down again. So that is my only worry. But I nokulungile.
Ngizoma explainela mhlambe ke mayise yithola nazo lezi zinto mhlambe uzokuthinta.
Hayi, ngizozwa ngaye mina.
Soza ukuthi uthini. Then lama sengimbonile mhlambe ngizokubrief.
Yabona namanje ngisasho ngithi the biggest thing that I've been talking about angekho umuntu ofuna ukuyilalela kuze namhlanje eyokuthi abantu be-intelligence make batholakala benze into wrong akumelanga bathathwe departmentally kumele basuswe ku-crime intelligence bawubekwa somewhere else because they are used to all these dirty things that is going to create a problem for the organization. For instance, bantu banema-access ama-secret state as an example. Whether uKhan, whether uMudli, whether ubantu se-Cape Town.
Otiyo.
Ukuthi kunezinto ababa-involved ngazo during their line of operations. Othola ukuthi zi-involva ne-leadership political. Izinto abangani mase be-desperate ukuthi thina we can't go down alone. Bagcina sebezi-expose. Bayisho kudala le. Amanje ngisayisho. Ukuthi akasuswe abasuswe one moment ethi umuntu wenza into wrong then iqhama ku-IPD le recommendation yabo khanda ayiqhama ku-IPD okay i-IPD siqhame nento so ndoda sekususa sokubeka somewhere else by so doing even though the departmental thing yakhona must just die webona umshifta kwi-department emaphoyiseni umsuke kwenye or umsuse emaphoyiseni umuze kwi-department yazi ukuthi umdluli ngaba endishela kanjani into khona
wenza njani
kanjalo usithola kanti usithola lobu kungena lo umdluli kunale scandal esikhona nge-experience so lo muntu uTown President lithatha umthatha ukuthi akaresign emaphoyiseni umu-arrangele kwi-state security ukuthi kumfake kwi-secret operation ye-state security ayosebenza as an agent. By so doing upresident uzobahave ukuthi is still around, ne-public ibehave ukuthi akasekho emaphoyiseni. Letho depend kumdluli bamsusa kanjani njengoba eventually-ke egcina sengene ejele. So nala it's the same thing ngisho bonke labantu abafisa ama-disciplinary steps kwi-crime intelligence bengamelanga bathathwe, bengafanele ukuthi mase kuthola evidence ukuthi kune-misconduct so to umuntu akasusa angaphelelwa umsebenzi asuswe nje, whether ususelwa la emaphoyiseni or usuka kwi-defense intelligence usuka kwi-state security. Laba abasamdinga bangamthoba sangamsebenzisi in other field. Uyabona nje mina personally ngiyazi relationship ukhanda nayo no-Julius. Ngiyayazi ukuthi how close are they. Ukuya etafuleni was not by mistake. Yabona, so umbuzo ekutheni-ke ubani aba-influencer bangabe se-face of music and usupport ubani for i-defense yakhe. Badefende umuntu efanele bamdefende yini. Bese kuzoba usibiya nawe benezakhe Easter. Ufuna i-history yakhe naye. Kwafa abantu eZimbabwe lapha kuthiwa rendition ngemva yabo usibiya. So ziningi inkinga ezikhona. So into ebalulekile nje ukuthi mina okwami.
And yeah, guys, leave the comment on the comment section. Let's have a discussion about this. I enjoy engaging with you on the comment section. Whether you agree with me or you just disagree with me, it's fine. I can handle that as long as you're going to be respectful. Let's be respectful on the comment section. Let's not be emotional. Please, I'm begging you. Please like this video, share it, and subscribe. Bye. See you on the next episode.